gewoon goed zijn.
Hello guys, this is Edwin from Team Topdeckenjoyers. We have down together about small tournament vlog report of the Bandai Card Fest in Düsseldorf, where they showed the deck profile that they got third place, spoiler alert, and then qualified to the LCQ.
Yes.
I think we'll just go day by day, like through Friday. Our experiences in tournaments that happened that day as well.
Lots of stuff happened.
Yeah, it happened. I think it started with the Friday, right? We went there Friday in the morning thinking we could get in, and tell me what happened.
We got there, and I was like, we saw this gigantic line, and they were like, yeah, you have to start at, you have to get in at 9. Everything's set up at 9:30, and I think I got in at like 10:30. I think eventually it was delayed everywhere because Edwin only got in because he had to sign up, but to get earlier he had to sign up for LCQ, and he's not allowed to do Gundam, so he did for Digimon. And Digimon started like three hours later overtime, so that's amazing.
I mean, we have to tell what happened in the line is that they didn't let the One Piece players in, but they did let the Gundam players in. This was like really weird. So like, if you were in front of the line, you could say I play Gundam, so you get in. So what I did, like I heard it from one of my friends. I went to the front of the line. I mean, still took a while, and I asked him, I play Gundam, can I get in? Yeah, sure, okay. So I told him as well, just come in, just say you play Gundam, you can get in. Second problem was like, I asked Bandai to switch my LCQ ticket from Gundam to Digimon, which they didn't do. So what we did is like he went into the line, got the QR code, and we got the tickets and stuff. And I asked them, "Am I allowed to play Gundam?" And I got like 4 different answers. I think the head judge, the staff member, said I couldn't, and said you just have to wait till 3 p.m. before you get in. I was like, yeah, what? I paid for the ticket, right? So I want to play Digimon, just whatever. Like,
just to spend some time.
Yeah, spend some time inside, and also help him with the games in between. So I was like, okay, this is more funny. It's like I walked past the staff without the ticket all the way to the the main HQ to ask to switch the ticket. It was done within 2 minutes. Like it was so stupid. Like why didn't they do it at the entrance? But in the end, I was allowed to play Digimon. But what happened was like I got double pairings in double tournaments.
Yep.
So it was even more fun. So the first round started, you sat down and everything, and I was like, why did you get the pairing for Gundam?
They kept everyone in who already applied for the last chance qualify, but already top. They kept them in and didn't change anything.
No, they did not change anything. And the thing I told my other friends who topped as well from locals, be honest, because the moment you get DQ'd, it might be possible you're not allowed to play the day after, right? So I'm like, just be safe. Don't try to, cheat yourself into another LCQ win.
Yeah, don't do it.
Even for practice, not worth it. Just let them play it out and let them have their chances. It's done. But I still got pairs. So what I did, my friend did even more funny. I'll tell that later. I went to my opponent and I just, he was like, why is he coming, man? Why am I playing him? Like, what? And then I just gave him a fist bump, like, dude, you won. I go, but later. And he was like, hey, goodbye, you got a free win. And also the other thing what happens is that a lot of people got the buy, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of buys and a lot of no-shows.
Yeah, a lot of no-shows. Like what, how many? Like 20 or something?
I think actually, I only at our table alone were over 10.
Yeah.
And eventually, it's round 2. I was literally alone, surrounded by like 3 whole empty rows. There was nothing there anymore.
Did you get no-show first round?
I had a mirror match at first round. My opponent showed up.
Ah, okay, your opponent showed up. My tournament report of that day is basically I played Digimon. I had no-show round 1. Round 2, I got Klepta Mestamon. I did not handle with my deck. And I was like, by that time, it was like 2 p.m. And I was like, yeah. I'm gonna be in line for the store, so I was like, I'll just drop out the tournament and just chill with the guys. The problem with Digimon was like the tournament software was basically, I don't know, something went wrong, and the pairings were wrong in One Piece, but because there were so many One Piece players, they had to swap around the pairings again, so they had to repair everyone manually. And Digimon was obviously less players, so they did that later. Because the more people you pair, the earlier the tournament can start. So by that time, it was already 2 hours later. We started at like 12. And Digimon games, for those that don't know, are best of 3 for like 45 minutes, I think.
Yeah, 45.
So it's like the longer games. Did like the vibe, so people were just telling their facts and everything. But I did heard from our friend who did go Digimon and topped in the LCQ that at the end of the day, people were just mentally drained. Like nobody was explaining anything anymore.
I mean, their games lasted so late. Like I think he left at like over 11 or something exactly. Yeah. And he was just barely done.
Yeah, like delay after delay after delay. My part of the story ends with basically I went into the store earlier, which I still had to wait for like 2 hours in line before it actually let us in with the finalist tickets. Bought some stuff. I could already buy the Soletta playmat and take some sleeves and like the small binder ones with the cards. And that's it. And yeah, the only problem I had afterwards was that my deck list was locked. They told me first it might be locked, might not be locked, but you can probably switch it. So I was like, okay, I didn't make the deck list in the app yet because I wanted to see if I want to switch some cards around depending on the LCQ tops. And it did not allow me. And shout out for Ibo for helping me with the stuff to, switch a deck around. If it was not for Ibo, I would not be third place. So thank you for helping me.
Also would have been Operation Meteor, but not the right way.
No, it would be the wrong deck. It would be my deck list, so it would be bad. Yeah. That's my part of the story. I was basically just watching your games, and watching around, scouting for you, and just seeing how the games run as well. Like, see what's winning, LCQ, right? To help you out, to prepare you for matches, and keep you mentally stable for that. Like, how many rounds? Like 9 rounds, right?
Eventually, it was 9 rounds. Most problem I had in the past was indeed my mental. I just kind of, if I see it going bad, I used to go like, oh, fuck, I'm just gonna lose.
Yeah.
So I had a moment to fix that, and I actually did perfectly well. Matchups were fairly aggro based, sadly, but I was hoping for more mirrors because I do love the mirror matchup. But I outcycled all the aggro, so I'm happy with that. I was before we even started, I was already slightly mental boom just because of all the delays and all the chaos going on. It's like you're all preparing to play, and then it's like 1 hour and a half later, you're like, finally start playing out the games. Because he didn't announce anything. All of a sudden it's like, pop, oh wait, I got a matchup. I have to fucking go. You see everyone scouting for the places all of a sudden. And I finally sit down and you get to play your matches. Then I actually managed to zone in and just go straight forward.
Yeah. Because before we started, we played tested the deck together, which in the deck profile is linked down below. The Justice Gundam with wing built all the way from Japan, but not fully from Japan. With a lot of text in it, different than most wing lists were playing. I think almost everybody was on Shenlong, but
everyone on
Shenlong, Unforeseens, the wing Gundams 4 times, like the basic build, right? The anti-blocker build, try to bleach, poke out opponents, kind of style. We made a deck based the other way around to counter them doing that. So
I was basically playtesting an LCQ for him if he wanted to play it in the finals.
So
but I didn't expect it to actually top because I went in with 0 expectations. So I was like, I'm just going to go for it, see how well I can do, and I did say I have to perform way better than I expected. I'm actually pretty proud of how I played. I actually had no problems with most matchups I faced. And actually, all the opponents I faced were really nice too. Really cool guys. And it was lots of fun just messing about with other people in between rounds, seeing how everyone else was doing, and everyone keeping each other up to date. Just all in all, good vibes around that. The judges did an amazing job. The staff was doing well.
Yeah,
it's just the management was just a little bit chaos. The announcement as well, you can barely hear anything going on there. And I think during when you were gone, there was during round 4 or 5, we had like over 30-minute delay because apparently someone from who topped in a regional was playing. So they had to somehow fix that whole mess up again because he was played like 3 or 4 rounds and he might have actually won them. So that kind of screwed it up for a lot of people. So we had to wait over 30 minutes. Just to go continue with the rounds.
I personally think you should not play in the LCQ. The rules say it can't. I was sad I couldn't play. Just I wanted to play test some stuff and just get warming up for the day after. All the way around though, if I would go like 1-7 or something, I would just be mental boom to the finals. So maybe it's good you can't play in the LCQ. So let's go round by round. How did each round go? What did you play first? What were the memorable turns or stuff you saw like that day?
For 1-1, we started with 1-1. It was a mirror matchup. I was like expecting it, but my mulligan was not good. I was like, I see a lot of top end and I see no early end, but I saw the mirrors like, okay, I can outlast this. It should be fine if he doesn't go aggressive. So the match just goes on nicely and eventually he just chips away. I chip a little bit away. And the board size got up to that. I managed to eventually link up to 3 dead sides in one game and 3 sword strikes in one game. Honestly, I should have lost that game at the end state, but I think he freaked out because he was afraid. I always left to bait it out. I always leave like 1 or 2 resources open just to see like, hey, I have unforeseen odds. You can go decide that. And I was basically on 1 base and 3 linked units on the field. I had lethal on board for him, but he had lethal in hand against me. But he was afraid and he went for my unit instead. So it's like, okay, I'll let you have that unit. And it's like, okay, he passed. He dropped his wing, linked it.
I think I remember this was even
You were
worse.
watching it.
It was even worse. He had Wing Gundam 0 link in hand. And he attacked with the Wing Gundam unlinked first.
That was his mistake. Because he tapped his Wing 0 unlinked onto my 6 HP base. I'm like, you sure about that? And he was like, yeah, I'm sure. Okay, it's like 5 damage. And I was like, oh fuck, there's a 6 HP base. Yes. And you saw him already like sweating, like he made a mistake. Like, oh no, not like this. Anyway, he kept playing and took a while just to think about his next play. And eventually he just dropped down another wing. My sword strike lived because it was never damaged. And then he just takes away my dead side. I was like, Okay, that's fine. At that point, I was like, I have to go all out or nothing. It's like, if I don't go face, I lose. So I tap my both units. He has nothing to shield, and I drop down my turret to that side link. It's like, that's game.
Yeah.
I was pretty illegal win, I have to say, but a win is a win.
Hey man, bonus mistake. I mean, I also had illegal win, so they
just want me to win that. It's like, sure, take it.
I was like, so you have to take those.
You have to take. I'll take those wins. I need some second power there too as well.
Just misplaced, but it's okay.
It happens.
What's the second round?
The second round was white red. It was unlucky. He high rolled quite a bit. He linked up to like 3 or 4 units. So like 2 or 3 Kshatriya as a cube lead. At that point, it's like, I'm not gonna outlast that. He just pinged everything away. Nothing could stay alive on board. It's like, okay, shit happens. We'll go on to the next one. Next one was also white red, which was actually I saw a lot around. White red was quite interesting.
I think it's probably from the last few tops. Chris that was also in top 8 with me. He also played that for Bristol.
Yeah.
There's also like some other people also playing it in an NA as well. So it's a lot like there's a small player base doing it, but also topping it. So it's like it's a decent deck.
Yeah, it's a decent, but this one was an easier matchup. Made some mistakes against me because, for example, I baited out nearing the end of the game. I basically just let her do something what she wanted. Like I put down a sword strike. I was like, you can decide what you want to do, and she strike us back 4/2 token. I was like, I'm letting you bait out if I have Kira or not. But what she does then is like she rams into the shield and it's like, oh, there's Kira. Well, thank you very much. After that, it was game. It's like, you could see her on her face, like, not like this. But it happens.
It happens. I mean, that's a choice she made, and it's like, it was a gamble.
It was a gamble. It just didn't pay off. But I was still healthy at that point, so I was not really in trouble or anything. So it was just unlucky, really. It just was quite funny. After that, I faced purple-blue. The first Argo of the day. It's like, okay. Purple-blue is the less scary variant, really. Like, you have the fatal strikes that are, like, annoying, but... you don't get
too
much
matchup. You can't go too much into it because basically just last till you when zero drop them.
I mean, I basically did the dream, and I managed to go first. I just dropped Sword. I just dropped Bird Mode. I was ramping up. It's like I had to do that. So I was like, okay, well, this game is settled basically. You already knew it as soon as I do that side on this Amro game. It's like, okay, this game is over.
Oh, you did the classic.
I did the classic because he ran away to the free. I was like, okay, you take that away.
Ah, yes, the classic.
So it's like I did do that side, and after turn was turn 8. I had 2 wing zeros in hands. Like he knew he was done for. It's like he pretty much scooped right after that. So
he had one another after, right?
And another purple blue after that as well. And pretty much the same thing happened. I high rolled insane. Like I had a base shield, and I had striker pack and shield. And I just managed to ramp up to 2 zeros again. It's like, this is over, this game. And then came my scary matchup that I hate facing, and it's green-blue. And lucky enough, I high-rolled the fuck out of that. I managed to have 2 striker packs and a shield. I was like, thank you. The gods want me just to go through. But that's how you have to play against green. You just have to sack a little bit. But other than that, even without the striker pack, I think I had under control. Because he low-rolled, mid-rolled a little bit. I managed to ramp up twice with a bird mode, which was quite funny. So he was like level 5 and I'm nearly level 8. So we already could not fill the board anymore with units. And eventually I just spoked him slowly out till a victory. Because I'm not giving him pilots and shield. Till I had lethal on board. And after that, I was like, okay, I'm going well. It's 5-1 now, I think. It's 5? Yeah, 5-1. It's like...
Yeah, you had like, what, like 9 rounds, right?
At 9 rounds, yeah. It's like 5-1. Okay, I got this. Like, I just have to keep focusing. And I was trying not to mess around with friends anymore. That was like just trying to focus in, locking on the matches. And I face up, from this point on, I think I actually got up paired a lot quite as well, which is quite fun. Because I was staring net to the table where the unbeaten people were. So like, oh fuck, I'm getting up paired now. So I faced the mirror first, and I was pretty confident in mirror matchups. Like I practiced a lot versus Edwin, and every other mirror looks like Peacecake, let's be honest. So I did the usual, I did the normal plays, I baited it out properly, and pretty much was a clean win at that point. Like no trouble at all. And then came the match that I most likely would have decided if I go through or not, which was another mirror matchup, and Pat, the one off Pat, came in so clutch because I think I turned 7 or 8. I was just crying for I need a wing 0 just to drop it down. I do it. I bottom deck 2 swords, something else, and I found my zeros like perfect. Swords are gone. I don't want them in this matchups. I was also lucky he never saw his own zeros, so at that point I was like, yes.
Yeah, battle victory defeat.
Battle victory saved me in that matchup. That was amazing.
Hey, shout out to Mr. Sparky from the Discord. We made the cooking, the one.
At that point, the guys were all back, and as soon as I passed, everyone came up running and hyping. So I knew I was passed.
I think I helped you from behind.
Yeah, I was like, that's so epic. That's so nice. It was like a big emotional relief. Like, God, I actually passed through. Like, I did this. So I still had one match to go. It's like, I can go for the hero now. Like, and that match was so close as well. Like, this another green-blue matchup, the one I was not hoping to face, but I was also up for it again. But I played this. I everything to the best that I could. And I only lost because he top decked the Charzaku 2, which was managing to get into the game. It's like, fuck no, like this. But
if they sack, they sack. Like basically,
it's just a sack. It's like nothing can do about the top deck. It just feels bad, but
I mean, when you qualified, I was like already happy. I was like, maybe you can get another hero, so we have like a playset
together. But I was already happy with qualified. The hero would just be extra, like this. Nice bonus, but I was qualified, and that's the most support. I still ended in like 15, I think, of like the 400-500 people, so that's still a great achievement.
You would have made top 16 if it was a rumor region.
Exactly, if it was no region, I would have been top 16 basically.
So that's like insane performance. Like I think you did very well. Like we practiced like the last few months a lot together. I told him about his weaknesses. I told him how to play wing. Obviously, I can't teach him all the small details about wing, but I did tell how the average player plays wing, and I told him around the weaknesses. And I basically made the deck before he even tested it. I was like, I think this deck beats Operation Meteor if in a, well, not consistent, but in 60 to 70% of the time. If they don't idle, you win the mirror matchup. Basically, that's the idea about this deck.
Yes, because I kept wondering as well, like, what am I going to play for this? What am I going to play? Because I've been practicing a lot of white blue for the past 3 weeks or something. Yeah. Because wing was not suited for me well in the past. Like, it didn't serve me that well. In Utrecht, I played a meme version of a red green, which in practice worked out perfectly. But at the event itself, it did not go as planned. It was like, I'm not going to play that again. It was fun, but not for a regional fun.
I think the fact that I forced you to play main blue-white into wing helped you play the wing build
a lot better.
Because a lot of stuff is like, a lot of small things you learn in blue-white,
you
can use it in wing as well, because we have the white package, right? So up trading, down trading, understanding the small intricacies.
Lots of value trading, making sure your board's somewhere healthier on opponents. Like every little bit helps a lot.
And I think people saw the smaller version of me in you. So
basically.
We go that in the next day after.
That was fun. We had the next day.
I mean, the day, the shit part of the day was that we had to wait for our friend doing Digimon.
Yeah. Not only that, we had to, after my round was done, we still had to wait for, of course, for friends who also made top. That was amazing play. Like I have to say, myself, like Gundam's a lot of RNG based still. Like if you top, it's perfect. You have to play well, of course. You can't just base it.
You have to be consistent.
You have to be consistent still. Like your trades and everything, but if you get a shit hand or anything, like nothing you can do about it. But in Digimon, I have to say it's more difficult to top than in Gundam at the moment. So kudos to him, really. And he was still going on for at least 2.5 hours, but also for me and 2 other people who also Dutchies from the locals who were also topped. We wanted to get our blue badges and be able to sign up and go to the store because he said we could all do that. That also took almost 3 hours before they get everything done. It was insane. We were getting sent from left to right. You have to go there. Nobody knew what to do. And after like, I think at 10, we were like panicking because like they're saying, the store is closing and stuff like that. Like we want to store because we know we're not going to have time for the next day and everything is going to be sold out because scalpels are coming and everything's like eventually. Some people got through to us and they managed to fix this. We got to the store, we managed to get our badges, sign up, everything done. I managed to finally get to the store as well. And I think even after that, we still had to wait for almost an hour for Putros to be done because he had the same thing. He had to get his badge, he had to get to the store. Just so chaos. I think we went home at like 11:30 or something. It was something insane. That was a long day.
It was a long day. I mean, you bought your stuff.
You qualified
and we went home.
That's the important part.
I mean, the next day, again, same thing happened. We had to stand in line. It didn't open on time. But at least there were not so many One Piece people trying to play the LCQ. Like, I mean, it's the card game, I understand. I'm not blaming the people. I'm just blaming the organizers for not giving the staff enough tools for them to guide them.
Because they even told us, because I went to the staff person as well, like, hey, tomorrow we're supposed to be at 8, just to be in time. Yeah, that's true. The doors will be open for only the blue badge participants to go through, get everything set up, get ready for your matches. But that was not the case.
No.
And even the judges were actually upset, I heard later on, because they were actually all waiting for the people to get in, and nothing happened. So we only got in with the general public as well, and my God, that was like a stampede going through the fucking tiny doors.
I remember, like, I was doubting, do I sprint into the line for the store, yes or no? But because in the end, I should have, because the Gundam got delayed.
Yeah.
So if I did, I could have bought some.
We were tempting to do it.
But I also was like, my mental don't need to die before we even start the tournament. So it's whatever. I think, don't think we didn't get participation, right? So we got this stuff. We both got the Amuro. Can be in our trophy case behind. See the trophy case?
The Amuro is
the video does not do
it. It does not do it justice. An amazing card.
And we also got, this is mine?
This is all both of yours. Yeah. You got 2 of them.
I don't know why. I forgot why.
Maybe you got, didn't you trade for the sleeves?
Oh yeah, I played all 4 sleeves. Yeah.
It's a set of little promos for Dragon Ball
and some resource sleeves. Probably just use them myself.
And they're really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, the participation is amazing. It looks amazing.
I like it more than the hero.
It is much better. This is how you should have been as well.
Ibo got 4. Ibo has 4. You traded them or bought them. My man going out. But to be fair, he's using them. So
he's using them. He's flexing with them.
He's not stopping them. He was using them. So I respect it. So that's how the day started. I mean, I think it took himself like 2 hours later or something. So
it's still delayed as hell.
And I think we went over to the day like we just don't know what to expect.
No.
The skill level was all over the place for LCQ. I think you were one of the better players there. Like not to downplay everyone else who qualified as well, but like from what I saw, it was all over the place. You had very good players, you had very bad players, you had people just luck-sacking their way to higher rounds. Like it was all over the place. It's like I didn't know what to expect for you in the rounds, and depending on who you matched to, it made the matchup like 10 times harder or not. So it was really difficult to see how good everyone was there in the LCQ. And I knew the people from locals, I know their skill level, like they're around like they're pretty decent. So it's not like they are bad, right? So we know those, but all the other ones I did.
It went all over the place. Like my personal from LCQ, like it felt easier than I expected. Actually, I have to be honest about that.
I mean,
at least my opponents.
Yeah, when I saw some people play, I was like, it was more. I mean, it was more out of your hands than in your hands. Let me say
exactly.
Like, a lot of times it was basically if you could grab the cards you needed, you could won. Right? If you have the options to counter them, if you had the perfect hand, you would have won.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And when we went to finals, I was like, I'm not sure what to expect. So we went to first round, and what's your first round?
My first round was a no-show.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm waiting there. I was like, I was talking, funny enough, to my last opponent from LCQ. He also had a no-show. When he was sitting next to me, he's like, we're just talking and chilling. I was like, as soon as because he didn't know what happened, because it was just like, what do we do now? Like, there's no opponent. It's like, no worries. Just as soon as the timer starts, I will put on the timer, and we just wait 5 minutes, and then you have a nice victory. It's like, oh, okay, thanks, nice. So we just talked a bit for 5 minutes. The judge also laughingly walked by. He's like, you know the procedure. Yes, I do. Because he saw my mobile. It's like the timer was like, I'm just sitting here waiting. Like, I'm just chilling here.
Yeah. For those who know, 5 minutes. After 5 minutes is.
You get the
game loss for the opponent.
Yeah.
My opponent was red white. We also faced him later, but I faced him earlier. It was funny because we idled our early hands so good, like all blockers, like Ikira, Ail Strike, everything. I think he had like the Aegis with the air off run, and like we were outplaying each other, trying to like. It was a high skill game, and the mid game was like, I have 4 pilots. You also have 4 pilots. We have to top deck basically. It's so bad. I think the worst thing is I top decked a Justice, and I think like Wing or like a Death Side, something like some big unit basically, and I just kept going, and I won the game through that. Like it was a nice match. I think the memorable part was we were both bricked, and he enjoyed the match as well. I was saying like it's like kind of a friend of ours that goes to big tournaments as well. So like it was an enjoyable match, but just the way we won is like really funny. Like just top decking into it. What's your second round?
My second round was against White Blue. Yeah, also a Dutch person. I went in confident. I know my white-blue matchups, and I did fairly well, I would say. It's just unlucky because he saw all of his overresolvers, saw all of his overflowing, and he actually sacked 4 pilots out of shields, which was like, not like this. Yeah. And eventually my hand just went tiny because I have to try to keep breaking his board with freedoms and everything. Like, it's difficult to do, but I managed to do a well enough job, but before the last one I could finish him, he sacks out the base. It's like, that was a finished deal. I can't break this board anymore with my hand, so I was just waiting there to basically lose, sadly enough.
Yeah, I think my second round was just a mirror match where we just basically end up being top decking. I think I top decked, I think in the end was like, he's lethal to me and I'm lethal to him. I need to top deck 1 link, and I think I top decked Wing Zero, Link with Hero, and just swing into base and then hit again. So basically that's the way it went.
Yeah.
That's like basically top decking, and he's saying like, I top decked.
That happens.
And I think he also was scared for unforeseen. I didn't have it.
I think that I noticed about the match. As soon as you leave one resource open, they're really afraid.
Really scared for unforeseen. I mean, it was not like something special. I think the third round. What did you play?
I played Tamara again, and I think it was the finalist from the LCQ as well. That I think I'm not sure if he won it. I think he won second. But I went in very confident. Like I was sitting next to him on the table, and I was really impressed with his plays. Was like, I think I got this. Eventually it did drag out a little because he took quite a bit of time to think. Plus I also had to break a pretty insane board of his with 2 freedoms up. I managed to break his board, and I came out very healthy. Like eventually ended with me on being a base and 4 shields, Yeah, it was pretty harsh. But he was getting his big units. He just kept focusing on killing me instead of doing anything else.
The mirror match is a bit out trading. Right? That's why we played it justice. So, like, you basically think like we have to break board. Like the way I think about it is that it doesn't matter how many shields you have, as long as you have 6 units, you can just ram into it.
The thing that saved me was do that side because he keeps having to deal with a unit that's still for help after taking out his freedom or something. Yeah. But eventually I managed to just war down. I kept tapping the wing to just tear it away, and then eventually just breach a wing. I was like, this is done. That was my third match.
I played another mirror and I
rolled. That's simple. Short and simple.
I mean, he had 1 or 2 cards in hand and I had 2 big zeros. Let's just say it was a fun win. And the fourth round, what's your fourth?
Fourth round was your first opponent. It's a really cool guy, really chill guy. We talked a bit as well. Like, it was a really cool match. It was one of the more fun matches I had this weekend. Really nice guy. We both went really well, and we top deck what we needed basically. And I think in turn 5 or 6 or something, I decided to see if he would fall for a bait. Bait out his Ilkira, and it did. Mm-hmm. Managed to wipe out his whole board, but even he was like, damn, that just happened. And from there on, it kind of snowballed to my favor. I managed to drop the wings down. He couldn't get his links down, and I was just waiting for basically.
I mean, we outvalue trade them in the long game.
Yeah, in the long game.
The fact we play duo death side makes that white.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just baited out the duo death size. Like, your blockers are tapped, and now duo death side comes in.
I mean, I have respect to the that white players actually, because the deck is really hard to play.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And especially into us. It counters us if you're not that good. You basically lose the matchup. It's like extremely hard to play. The fact you play duo death size means that we can hit the Shinan, Jukasati, Kubili, everything away without taking any damage. So it's like insane.
But you have to bait out the blockers though, which is what I was trying to do to make sure that the big bodies are left open for me to actually go into them.
And not to be scared for pings, because sometimes they can ping a whole wing Gundam away. It's just like those combat battle phases, the whole wing is gone, right?
Yeah, at that point I was like, I'm not too afraid of it.
It's like they have a lot of things to kill us basically. So it's insane. And my match was your other match.
The mirror.
Mr. Alex Kwan. You play Vanguard against my old teammates, and you face me 2 times, and him also. So it's like technically 3 times. United Force have a rivalry with you, but that means I also have a rivalry with me. So I won from you in Utrecht, now again. I mean, I high rolled. There's nothing to say about that. I just did the same thing as the match before I just did. So he got blown up. Basically, what you do with Operation Meteor, I did it with him without having to channel long, so it was insane. Like, I think he had the full green hand, basically. So the moment he could come back, he could do something, but by the time I had already 0 on field, so it was kind of done. And then we go into the fifth round.
Yeah, fifth round. I got up paired, and I faced Ibo. I think one of the best Argos players at the tournament. He also finished second there. It was a really close game. It came down to just top decking, being able to either out-lethal me or me able to OTK him. Eventually, he won the top decking game. I couldn't get rid of his Gundams, and at that point, I just needed 1 wing Gundam with a wing, and I could actually take away his board and start chipping away, but sadly was not the case.
I think it's like the same with me, because you basically, I teach you a bit of my playstyle and maybe made it more for you, right? How to play the deck as well. I told you, like, it's better for you to do this, not compared to me, and like, the way you play test it is also to make it more your own style of gameplay, right? But the small things you learn from me, you also apply to him as well. So I think in the end, it was just top decking.
It was basically end of top decking. Might have made a small mistake here and there with trading, but I think in the end, if I saw I just looked through my next top decks. I don't think I would have outlasted it either way. It just came down to top decking at that point. But that was a really close game. And it was, I think, one of the best Argo matchups I had faced. And it was actually also, I think, the best Argo matchup I faced the whole weekend.
I faced Blue-White Ariel, the guy I also faced for the 3rd place. It came down to basically 1 base. I could not defend against his freedom link, so that's he ammoed my blocker, and it was game. Basically, that was what happened. So nothing much I can do about that. Yeah. I mean, he played well. We both played out of our strengths of our decks, and that was it basically. And what did you face after?
After that, I faced another green blue. It was like, I have to win this one because I was in a very good position to still hit top 8 after this win, if I would win this. Because of losing both to Ibo and to the second round, who also went and managed to go to top 8, so my standings were really good. But after a mulligan, I only saw green cards in my hand, and I was like, I think this is it. That sentence, I had to top deck everything I needed. I managed to draw it out to restart 7 still, which I think still is amazing, even with a full green start. but I could not manage to get to resource 8 to drop the wing and end the game basically. Because he literally, at turn 7 he drew everything on table. I just needed to survive one turn just to drop the wing, and it would have been game actually. Even playing that out the way it went.
But even then, you can still top deck pilots.
Exactly. I just needed something to last me one turn. That's everything I needed, and sadly I didn't top deck that. My luck ran out basically.
I faced green blue. Oh, this is even more funny. This story is like this is the guy who qualified at Utrecht because I got 16, top 16.
He passed down.
He was so happy. He was happy. He got the free invite. So yeah,
I had to face you.
Yeah, he's a Dutch local, right? So one of the Dutch people. So like, congrats to the invite, by the way. I think what I did that game is like what a blue white would do. I basically made a board of 6 stuff, and he also had a board of full stuff, and it's like who's lethal on who, right? And in the end, it came down to me not playing my 0 actually. It was funny, and at the end, it's like I had 6 attacks, and he had 5 shields, but I also had wing 0 link in my hand, and that basically just gave me game in one. I just keep attacking the cat block, right? Which is insane, like actually insane. It's like a different way of playing wing. It's like playing the control version of the Justice. You play out blockers. You try to outvalue their traits and the stuff. And like he played well. He didn't make any mistakes. It's just basically outlasted him. He couldn't grab enough armors to break my board, and that was it basically. I mean, the armors, if they weren't shield, they didn't see it, right? So I had to OTK him. So it didn't really matter. Well done, I guess. And luckily I got further. So with 1 loss. And then we go to the 7th round, right? I mean, you already lost 3. Right?
I already lost 3. At this point, I was just battling for top 32, just to get the extra packs, basically. Like, I still think I performed really well, even before this match. I was like, any matchup's fine now, I'll see how it goes, and it's fine. I managed to face the build that topped in Orlando, the blue-white ping with Versago and everything in it. It actually really went in my favor. It was still really close. I managed to get the Swords like Kira links and everything. Eventually came down to, again, a top deck Fiesta with him having no shield and me having no shield, and it's whoever tops the base or blocker wins. I managed to get the Justice last, drop down the Justice, get a blocker. It's like, okay, this is settled for me. He has nothing that he has that can actually trade me. He already had 1 unit on board, but it's like I had no hand, so I could not delete it. And he top decks his only other Versago in his deck, and it's like, yeah, that is my death sentence. He dropped it down. He even did it with a smile. I was like, not like this. And I knew the game was over. It's like nothing I could do.
I mean, it didn't matter, but maybe for a little bit of pricing.
Just for a little bit of pricing extra. Like, if I would have won that one, I would have maybe placed 19 or something, 18, because my tiebreakers were insane. But other than that, it was just, I was just for that extra 2 packs, basically. But I'm for the bragging rights, of course. But it is what it is. But basically, the showdown of my losses mostly came down to top decking or just being outsacked a little bit, which is unlucky. But hey, still means I performed really well, I think. And opponents were really good as well. Like the finals opponents were most of them were a lot better than in the LCQ, I have to say. Especially during the later ones.
I think they told you like this is the hardest.
Yeah, especially when I went like 3-1. It's like you start noticing people actually were a lot better.
Yeah. It was one of the hardest tournaments I played. Like there's not as many misplays that happen.
No.
So,
literally one misplay could actually cost you the game. And I think in most matches, the opponent played perfectly to what I could. I played perfectly to what I could. So it just came down to whoever has the little bit of extra.
It comes down to a macro decision, right?
Exactly.
Do I go greedy with this? Do I go less greedy with this? Do I play this with this? It's like basically not anymore. It's just thinking out a game plan that can outplay your opponent.
Exactly.
Right? I think I faced blue-white Epion as last. I think the only thing I remember was that he dropped already 4 Amoros with either pairs or overflowing. And at the end, it was like he had 2 blockers and an Epion. And I had 1 shield, 2 blockers, and otherwise full field of attacking units. And he had like he could put on more blockers, but I had 2 wing 0 as well. But I think it's like he should have attacked my wing 0. He has full HP. He attacked my shield. So basically, he couldn't finish me anymore. So like the moment he attacked my shield, I won the game.
Yeah, I was watching the game. I was like, I see this board state. It's like all he had to do was just go ham on the wing 0, kill your wing 0, force your blockers to block, and make sure those are gone. But instead, he goes to shield. The only 2 blocks he had were the Fritz, and those are not going to kill anything. So at that point, it's like he just gave game away, basically.
He miscalculated because he thought that he could kill a blocker. he couldn't. So he just scooped after because I had to win 0. Couldn't attack him. So yeah, it's done. So yeah, my win was very lucky.
That's the lucky gets, eh?
Yeah.
People giving him a win.
Yeah, I mean that was basically end of the day, right? I mean, we still had to wait for all the other stuff.
And we had to wait. We got the pricing, and we had to wait over an hour for pricing for me at least, because you got it tomorrow. You got it on the Sunday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because we got other pricing too.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we have the same one.
Let me see if you got them.
I don't take it. I
didn't take them as well.
But you get the 2 basic starter deck art playmats. I think we both take Barbatos and Wing, right?
Yeah. Because I had to take Wing because I play Wing, so I had to.
I think you had to stand in line for very long for that as well.
It was like 5 minutes or something.
Well, anyway, we weren't sure when they
they kept changing time. Yeah, then it's 5, then it's 3, then it's 5. Like they didn't know what to do. And eventually, we heard from someone else that were giving out the pricing. We watched over there. I took my pricing, got my playmats, and then we still had to wait. I think over 2 hours for our friends to playing still in Digimon finals.
I mean, it happens. It's longer games.
And there was also more rounds as well. I think it was 8 or 9 rounds. So
I think we congratulate each other. We got top 8.
Yeah.
Just on the brackets. And shout outs for the judges for actually sending the deck list as well later during the night, because some people were on stream and it's kind of unfair that those deck lists get shown, right? So basically what they did is they posted all deck lists everyone so we can learn how to play around stuff. Yeah. We were also allowed to open the deck list during the games, during the rounds, for 5 seconds. So check the deck list. What do they play? Can they play around it? Yes or no? Right before, and then I do each round for 5 to 10 seconds, not long. You just open your phone and check and be done. I mean, the tournament itself ran perfectly.
I think on Saturday it was much more smoother. It was actually more fast paced as well.
But there were judges walking around. I asked a question about something, how some stuff resolved sometimes, because sometimes the opponent makes a mistake and then you have to take how do we resolve this, right? Yeah. Yeah. It was very nice. Shout outs to the judge people doing the actual tournament. Yeah. They tried their best. I think the only thing I was sad about, I didn't know. Only on the day that was top 8. I thought it was top 16.
That was actually sad about, because we had some other people from local as well who managed to get top 16, so kudos to them. And then they hear that only the top 8 gets to play on Sundays, which is really a downside, because they really were looking forward to playing. But that was not really well communicated by Bandai itself, so that's kind of let down. Because normally it's always a top 8, a top 16 basically, in regionals and everything, and all of a sudden it's top 8. It's it's too bad. I think they still had a really great shot at doing well.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically the Bandai decision. It's not like the judge can do anything about it, right? So basically, end of the day, we went home. I was home at 12 or something.
We still had to wait for 2 hours, so we just started playing again. So whatever. We had to pass the time anyway. Yeah. We walked around, we talked with people. Our good friend Son also did really well. He won his Suletta, which he did not win.
Winning Suletta is harder than winning Hero Yui, Bronze Gundam, or Amorare.
Shout out. He almost. You have to keep the meme play on, but he didn't do it. We were not like this.
You don't want to hear the story of the day after, do you?
Oh no.
I think we had luckily few friends who bought several stuff and were able to sell it to us for MSRP.
A normal price, yeah.
Yes,
because we had no time to do any shopping. There was giveaways and raffles and everything. We had no time and all to do anything. We were done at 3. We were exhausted.
Yeah, I mean, I was more tired from the organization than
from the games. Because I was actually looking forward to just be okay, I just do the finals and I go to the shop, and then the shop is closed and you can't get in anymore.
And then basically day after you decide not to go. Right?
Yeah, I was actually 2 long days of playing and bad organization actually mental boom me. I was I'm KO. I really wanted to come and support and everything, but I was just way too tired. I was I'm just going to support for me.
The secondary went alone with Sunbi. Wanted to go with me to support me. And there were a lot of local people there supporting me as well, right? So I wasn't alone, so it was not that bad. They started, that was even more funny. The judge asked us to make a separate line for the top 8 people, but then afterwards they yelled at us to go somewhere else anyway. So it was really hard because I understand they didn't have any instructions to what to do, right? So, and in the end, we made 3 lines for Gundam, Digimon, and One Piece, and they forgot about us. So even more fun. And we were still standing there waiting for someone to pick us up. And the line opened at 9 and we saw people sprinting home. That was really
again
insane.
Saturday.
Insane. But we saw it from the front. You see the door open, people running insane into the store.
It's insane.
But the funny thing, it was a raffle, I think, for that day. So you could not even go into the store until you...
No, you had to sign up to the app as well,
Yeah, for the raffle. For the store, but it's just a mess. I'm not even going to talk about the store anymore.
I feel very sad for all the people who worked on the store, wanted to make an amazing thing, and then people just really fucking it up.
People scalping it outside.
Scalping, you literally saw people walking with boxes full of store merch and everything. It takes the fun out of everything. I was really sad for some friends of ours that didn't manage to get in the shop shop anything at all.
I think I managed to get like 2 of some stuff and just selling it to other people for a normal price, like this MSRP for those who didn't get it. That was even more funny because then Chris Ibo, he basically called a friend from the staff. He came to pick us up and sent us to the judge. They were like, yeah, we were waiting for you guys for deck check. I was like, dude. We came there, we gave our deck for deck check. I think I had to swap some foil sound because Bandai Classic Quality Control, I think it was like 1 death and like 1 justice or something that I started to switch out. Like, not that much. And we started the games. First match for me was against Blue-White, against Spear, the one that beat you.
Yep.
It's kind of hard for me to go to the full game. I think the first game is like, I had to outplay him very hard because he had like 2 or 3 soft resolves, pilots from the shield, like a lot of links and stuff. I was like, he made a lot of inefficient trades, luckily, because he wanted to get rid of a lot of my big units, especially Duo Death Star, right? That one's the most annoying.
That's what I noticed as well in the matchup.
Duo Death Star is one of the hardest cards to remove from the field. And in the end, I kept one hero in my hand. He had 0 shields. I had to tap his units because I had wing 0 on the field, right? So you have to kill him. And then I top deck bird mode for game. So it was like...
To all the people saying bird mode is bad, it can be new games.
Yeah, bird mode for game. And bird mode, Hero Yui, suiciding into the enemy event.
Mission accomplished.
Second game I hired off, basically. I just did Zaward bird mode.
There's no stopping that.
I mean, he still could do show resolve and stuff and try to gain some advantage, but in the end, I just won. Congratulations to him for getting top 8, and I went to the top 4, and I saw that Aibo won. You guys know, sadly, I didn't go to Japan.
Not like this. That was supposed to be the final match.
I respect him as a player. He's like probably the best aggro player, like the aggro player from Europe. If he went wing, I think he would have lost. I think he made the right choice.
I mean, basically, he is the best aggro player in Europe, and you're the best wing player in Europe, and that basically is how it is.
I will do a full review of the match, but I watched it closely earlier today, and I was like, this is insane. Two games, like, and I think I told you as well. Like the third game is like Lusax. We basically luck sex.
Yeah,
like,
I mean the first 2 games are like were amazing to watch, and the third game's like I saw it starting. It's like I was watching it on stream at home. It's like I saw Abu had really good balls. So I was like, it's just gonna go downhill for me, and I think he has this because there were not blockers. You saw too much green in your hand early on. It's like it was just waiting till your shields were gone, basically. And that's the luck of the game as well.
I mean, technically, you can make a full blocker package, like full white and the anti this deck, and I'm like, it gets worse in the mirror. Like, I think the problem with Wing is that it works both ways. Like, you can be more greedy, less greedy. Like, the more smaller or bigger blockers you play, the more options you have.
But that game too is amazing, and it's really kudos to Aibo for playing that out so amazingly. Like,
I mean, I could see his hand on the stream, right? And I was like afterwards, and I was like, I saw like, damn, that guy top decked the few pilots he needed, and it was basically done.
So that was an amazing match to watch.
That was the game deciding turn, unless I top deck a 0.
You needed one more 0 just
it was either him grabbing prize or me grabbing 0. That would have won or swung the game a different way, and it would have basically given me game. If I had a 0, I would have been game.
Because from at home, it's like watching it. You see perfect ramp, you see bird, you see into that size. Like you're almost getting to 8. Your field is healthy, your shields are healthy. But he played it amazing. He didn't unnecessary tap anything, and he just knew when to go for game or not.
Yeah, I mean the in-depth review will be later.
Yeah,
so
just a small match.
It's the most memorable match of me of the whole season.
I think it's one of the more better games being on stream as well.
And the other one is the Blue-White matchup against Alex in the top 4. I'm sad that one was on stream. That was actually an insane match. Like there's not that many people that can play around Operation Meteor, and he did with a Blue-White deck. So that's actually insane.
Yeah, I only watched it from afar, so I was really. But I was also too bad that it was not on stream back then.
I think this is the first time you saw me scoop. You ever?
Yeah, that's the first time I saw him scoop.
Yeah,
I normally never see this guy scoop, and it's essentially like, nope, you go next round. Because you're still on a timer, and if you know you're in a losing position, and it's still 0-0, you might as well just go next.
Yeah, that's basically what I did. Even I think Alex was surprised.
But the thing is, if you get to time and he has one ahead, then he just automatically wins, which has happened in the first stream as well from Sunday as well. He actually managed to finish by the last minute. Never mind.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
It was so close.
Yeah, that was basically my loss for no Japan anymore. So that guaranteed me a playmat anyway. So we had to play for third place. Shout out for Aibo. He told me he thinks I'm a great player as well. So I think he is the best aggro player. I think maybe even in the world. Like there's no. Like how the way I see him play. When you play me, you don't play Gundam. You play mind games and chess. I always ask you questions. Do you have this? And he did the same to me. So it basically ended up being like, do you have this? Do I have this? Do I have this? Do you have this? Basically the whole time.
Basically having a mirror in front of yourself.
Yeah.
Who outbrains the other.
Yeah. And because he helped me a lot during the tournament as well, especially with switching deck list and stuff, and we chilled a lot and we play tested a lot. It's like, just was sad I had to face him there. That's the only thing I was sad about. I was sad and happy at the same time.
I think everyone was sad that should have been the final matchup. Like, imagine if those, at least the first 2 games were finals, would have been a whole lot different.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of hype between those matches. I saw people screaming and stuff. Yeah. But it is what it is. So, yeah, guys, happens. Then we had to play for the 3rd match. I had to play, again, the blue-white player I played in Swiss. First round, I hired the shit out of him. He grabbed pilots only, and I grabbed full seconding, so it was done. Second round, I think he mental boomed. He made a few mistakes during the end game. We had a 6-6 board state, like 6 units against 6. He traded inefficiently like a few times and it was basically done. I think I top deck V0 link and that was done. Nothing much he couldn't do about it. He had to swing my 0 away because I had game for next turn. He only had 1 card in hand. There's no way for him to come back basically. So, and then I got 3rd place. So let's see what we got for having 3rd place. We do say that we say goodbye to our old friend.
It's getting replaced.
We have 2, 1 in the back in the trophy case.
He's just farming them. At this
and
point.
We say hello to our other friend, which is the Gundam Flame. It actually looks insane. I like the color.
It's really nice. The color scheme is really cool.
Oh, you saw it day before.
Yeah, I saw it the day before. Yeah, because some other people picked it up.
Yeah, I really like it. It's really good. Not sure if I use it. I just put it in the trophy case. Probably just put it in the trophy case for now and use because I'm a wing player. I like the Wing Zero map. Like for personal use more. Like it's more fitting for me.
Just to intimidate people.
Yeah, and I also got.
It's actually really nice.
It's another glass trophy, but I think it's like a lot bigger.
Yeah, it's bigger. It's also bulkier. It's broader and bulkier. I like this one more.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, Mr. Bushveld, for never giving me any trophies. So
now
I play Gundam, I have some trophies.
And now the best piece, though.
Yeah, now the best piece.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. I tried to make a video out of it, but because it's in a casing, it doesn't do justice.
Yeah, it really doesn't. You have to see it in person to actually witness this.
I remember the judge was shaking. He was shaking while holding it. Like, do you know how long I have holding these cards? I think they made the video when we got it. You see like all our smiling. And they actually gave us like a 1 of 4 card, I think. So
yeah, I think insane. 1 of 4. Yeah,
it's insane. Like I was so happy I cried. Like when I won. For those that don't know, I've been playing TCGs for like 10 years. No, I played it 10 years ago, like competitively in Vanguard a lot. Then he brought me back for casual gaming with Digimon. And when Gundam came out,
we were both like, we're going at it.
I was like just trying to test the field, right? How good the people became in TCGs, did the skill level get higher or not? And for me to come back a bit, I remember Sevilla, I was a bit more nervous at times, and now it was just like, what happens, right? So try to play your best out, and I hope you can finish high, and we did, right?
You got out of retirement just to top and Gundam again.
Nice trophy, especially nice card. Few shout-outs. Shout out for Ibo, did multiple times already for helping me. Congrats for winning as well. I hope you do well at Worlds. We'll still be playtesting partners together, so we'll see each other multiple times online. Thank you all from the Dutch community.
Amazing community, by the way. Amazing community.
Yeah. Thank you, especially Kevin, for helping me get the EX, I think 5, it was like the resource
box with the resource.
The resource box. I mean, I was so sad I couldn't get it. And my day was even better after I won this. I got that one as well. So like double happy. Thank you, Sun, for coming with me someday. And thank you, Chris, for memeing with me 2v2. We were so mentally drained, but top 8 players. I think 2 people said to us, we are new players. I mean, doing 2v2 as you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoy this content like this. It's a bit longer video than usual. I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of me to talk about, and hope you really do enjoy it as well. And
if you want to see any deck profiles, click on the links below. We'll do the VOD review. I'll do that with Ibo. I'll probably do one myself for a different kind of view, where I basically probably shut my mouth and hope somebody else will say something else.
I don't know, how did you like the experience? Apart from the bit of chaos there.
Overall, the season has been
really fun. Yeah.
I think I overestimated the skill level and underestimated myself. I think I did. That's the thing what happened. Especially in Sevilla, I told you like I don't understand why I'm winning.
And now you do understand.
Yeah, now I understand why. It's a game that has more nuance than people think, and luck plays a big factor into it. Obviously.
Yeah, I mean it's still really early in its stages, and for me this is one of my first TCG that I'm actually taking a bit more serious as well. And seeing already such a progression for me as well, it's insane for me as well.
Yeah. So hope you guys like this content as Dick as well. Please like and subscribe. Obviously, we keep doing the online local, so please watch and come in and talk and watch me cast. We would say. I mean, that may just be good for those that don't know English. See you guys at the next video.
Bye.